Okay, here I am again at Riverside here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, doing one of my little Riverside videos, mini lessons. And this lesson is part of my series called 21 Ways to Build a Cult Following for Your Business. Interesting topic, isn't it? Some people take it the wrong way. They think that cult building is somehow kind of wicked and, you know, it's got nasty connotations, but not necessarily. If you're doing it with a good heart and you've got a noble purpose there and your objective is to change lives, make people's lives better, or at least help them to make them better, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. And you know, some people call it tribe building, but building a cult, the idea of building a cult, I don't know, it intrigues me. It intrigues me. So this one is called Grow Your Advocates. Grow Your Advocates. And every great business has plenty of advocates. They've probably got plenty of detractors as well. But as long as you've got a reasonable number of advocates going into bat for you, you know, sprouting how good you are to their connections, to their network, to their followers, you've got to be in a pretty good place, I would think. So you want to grow your advocates. Now, in an earlier mini video lesson on this topic, I talked about how you start with a small group, an initial small group who buy into your dream for your tribe, your cult, your business. You're just starting out. You want to use these cult building methods, and you know, it's good if you can enroll a handful of people, 3, 4, 5 people, something like that, into your vision starting out. Now, as time goes by, you want to add to that initial group. And you need to have a continuing program of advocate building. And depending on what type of business or what type of project you're involved with, well, that will determine what sort of strategies you employ. So if it's about customers, well, advocate building is not an alien concept. It's not an alien concept. Lots of businesses, successful businesses, have aggressive and active advocate building programs, because they know that if they have X number of advocates amongst their supporters, amongst their customer base, they will help to build a business for the company. They will. The best word of mouth comes from an advocate, from a raving fan. On the other hand, if you're building a membership-based kind of a thing, maybe it's not even a business. It could be a cause. It could be some kind of a religion or something like that. Or maybe it's as simple as just you're building a Facebook group, and ultimately you're using the Facebook group to find customers. But initially, you're adding people to the group who are not customers. Okay? Well, if you can have advocates within your group, preferably customer advocates, they will promote for you, and you won't pay them anything. They'll do it for free. Wonderful, isn't it? They'll do it for free. So you need to have an ongoing program. How do you do it? Well, if it's a business context, obviously you've got to have a good product, you've got to deliver on your promises, you've got to do all those things. Under promise and over deliver. That's the type of thing you want to be doing. Over promise and under deliver. But you also want to build relationships with your key people, the key people amongst your followers, amongst your customers, members, whatever. You want to be developing relationships with them, and you want to perhaps continue to enthuse them about the dream, the goal, the purpose for the business, and how it can improve their lives as well. So an ongoing program of advocate building is important. It needs to be core to what you're doing. It really does. Because if you've got to do all the heavy lifting, in terms of bringing in new members, new followers, new tribe members, whatever. If you've got to do all the heavy lifting, it's going to make it much harder. People will believe to a certain degree what you tell them about your project, but they're more likely to embrace it and to believe it more deeply if a third party, if another user tells them that this is a great thing to do. They should join, they should get involved. So you want advocates. You want advocates. If you're in direct sales or something like that, you want advocates, and advocates will recommend your program. You can use your advocates for testimonials. They can record a video, a testimonial type video, and they can do that. And then you can publish it. You can use it. There could be a YouTube video or something like that, and you can use it in your promotions with their permission, of course. So you can leverage advocates in all sorts of different ways. If you're creating a sales page, you can use their testimonial there. They can be active. They can give testimonials within your group, or if your Facebook group, or if you're running a webinar. You can have them on as a guest speaker, and they can share their experiences with your product, or whatever it is that you're promoting, your cause, your mission, your project. They can share. So it works really well, and my idea is to have an active program of advocate building and advocate recruitment. You could even give out some of your better advocates rewards. They could be stated up front, or they could be given as a surprise bonus. You could do that. You could have a specific advocate reward program. You could do something like that. Okay, and the more of these proactive things that you do, the more it is that they're going to get excited about what you're doing, and they're going to see you as the leader, perhaps as the leader that they've been looking for. So that's my point today about advocate building. You need to have an ongoing program of advocate building, and included in that would be some kind of a reward or acknowledgement. It doesn't have to be a financial reward. It could be recognition. There's all sorts of different ways of doing it. But that's it for this tip today. And if you haven't joined my tribe, my Facebook, one of my tribes, I've got a few, but if you haven't joined my Facebook group, the Tribe Builder Community, please feel free to make a request to join, and if we approve you, you'll be able to share some good news, your good news, and you'll be able to pick up on other people's good news within that group, the Tribe Builder Community. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.